and they're watching the Celtics game. I mean, personally, I'm not a Celtics fan.
What's your favorite
But
website? DJBooth. What do you like? What's your favorite day today? Bye.
bye. See you later.com. But see, outside the booth, we don't do interviews like that. Try to go a little deeper. Jacques Morels here with Statik Selektah and Termanology, 1982. Statik, you're 30 years old. Term, you're 29. Getting old, huh?
Sucks. Nah, it's cool, man. You know, I think the album's showing us getting a little bit older. The last album was real dark and like a lot of immature points on there. This one's a lot more grown up and appreciative of, you know, the lives that we got.
Now, I noticed you guys are going with this more presidential feel for the album, for especially the marketing of the album. Can I ask you a couple topics? And if you guys were president, if you were president, you were vice president, or vice versa, what would be your positions on these topics? The first one, obviously, is healthcare. What would you say about that?
I know it's not that easy. There's billions of dollars behind it, but I think we need free healthcare because me personally, I've suffered in the last couple of years not having insurance, like $7,000 bills here and there from like one ER visit for like the smallest things. And now, you know, I got to deal with that when I go to my credit score and all that. And it's unfair how this country's set up with that because not everybody's given the correct information. Even when I wanted to go buy my own health insurance, which I now have, I was given so many runarounds with the right place to go. And even when I got it, in order for me to get prescription pills for, you know, covered, it's another $1,000 than what I pay. So it's crazy.
It's a travesty that these things happen, you know? For instance, you Term, would you legalize marijuana?
Absolutely. I think, and if not legalize it like where it's sold in the store, at least not like send somebody to jail over it. You know, you get arrested in like Arizona or certain states, you're getting like time for weed. You know, it's really just weed. It ain't really shit. You know, it wasn't even illegal back in the days. It's just like alcohol. They banned that, then they brought it back. It's like they just control the shit in a crazy way.
So let's talk about the album. 2012, I personally think it's great. I feel like the production is fantastic, and the direction that you went with the rhymes is really, really on point. On Shining, in particular, two lines, a line you once said, you said, of rappers getting rich off of lines that were yours, or of a flow that was yours. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I just feel like it goes for any cat that's been in the game for a long time. You know, like my first 12-inch vinyl single came out in 2002. And then I signed with Detonator Records 2003. I was down with Crumb Snatcher in 04. You know, 05, I decided to put out my own music. You know, got up with Statik 06, and Amalgam dropped out the gate with DC. And then this, 06, dropped the Watch How Go Down with Premier. 07, So Amazing with Premier. 08, Politics as Usual, Nature Sounds, EMI. I just been through like so many albums and so many trends. And just put it down and made so many records that it's crazy to just see somebody just come up off of basically like your whole formula or something that you already been did and just make like mad bread off of it, and you just sit there like, oh shit, you know, it's kind of crazy, but that's the way it is, you know. It's always going to be biters, and then, you know, some people will get the lucky shot and some won't, so you just got to ride it out.
And how much of the album was recorded in your basement, the legendary basement?
100%. One night my mom came down, she was visiting, and I think we knocked out 7 records that one night, but about 4 of them made the album. So like that one night alone was the first time we even worked on the album. And, you know, it's funny because later on we did so many records that we didn't keep, and that one night alone we kept everything.
Good vibe. I remember that night really well, and I just remember Statik, and he's a hard critic. I mean, obviously he loves my music or he wouldn't work with me, but he never gives me props. Like, I don't come out the booth and he's like, yo, you killed that, that's amazing, I love your music. So that night he was like, yo, you stepping it up, you're on a new level, this is crazy, you killed this. You know, he just kept giving me all these compliments, so I knew it was special right there. I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. If he's excited about it, it must be ill.
Well, I want to congratulate you guys on a great album. And I want to thank you guys for sitting down to me and even taking your time out of the Celtics game, which we're now watching. How do you walk? You're from Boston. Do you get shit walking around with that?
Yo, let me say this, and all my New Yorkers know I love them, but the shit I get away with walking around New York talking shit about New York teams is crazy. You do that in Boston, it's a different story.
The passion in Boston is a little crazy. It's a little outrageous, you know what I mean? They take it too far sometimes. New York is crazy too. They're like, to me, number 2 in the world, like with the craziness. But something about that Boston, man, those boys go crazy. They flip over cars and get killed by the police because they're wilding out so much. They get shot in the face with rubber ball guns and shit. It goes down out there on some real shit. It's crazy.
So once again, Jacques Morels, Outside the Booth. Can you please tell them where they can get the album?
Yeah, the album's right here. It's available. Man, a lot of undergroundhiphop.com, Amazon, Newbury Comics, certain Best Buys got it. iTunes is the best place to go. But I know a lot of fans want the CD, so I'd say undergroundhiphop.com.